Good afternoon, chart family. Chart gal Lori here. Go over the Fab 4 futures tonight. I want to start out with RTY. RTY is our canary again. I have tried to act like it isn't and try to shake it off. There's no shaking it off. RTY is our canary. It led the move to the downside. It led the move to the upside, and now it's leading the move to the downside again. This head and shoulders from the other day, right here. And here it's gotten its measured move of about $25 to the downside. So let me just show you what I mean by canary. So let's switch to the 15 minutes. So right here on the 4 hour, we have a bear break. It just broke to a lower low. It needs to get a little bit more follow through to be convincing, but it broke to a lower low on the 4 hour. So when we flip to the 15 minutes, so just hang with me. Let's look at the ES. ES broke to a lower low on the 4 hour as well. So now let's go back to RTY. Let's look at the 15 minute. Right here, when RTY broke this 1523.20 around right here, it broke, right here, it broke bear. That was around 11:45. So, these times are in Pacific, but you'll be able to get the picture. Around 11:45, we broke bear. 12 o'clock, let's just call it 12 o'clock. ES 4 hour broke bear, and it broke bear at 1 o'clock. So RTY is still running the show. We have to keep our eyes on RTY. I try to shake it, I try to dismiss it, and it just won't be dismissed. It is signaling all of the bull and bear moves anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour ahead of the other sector. So where we are right now is, let me give you the levels. For ES, our next support is, let's call it 2900 support, and then 28.89. We have resistance at 29.39 and 29.53. RTY. We have support at 15.14.70 and 15.11.80. And we have resistance 15.35.70 and 15.38.80. NASDAQ, I went over the scenario of what I thought could happen. If this in fact turned out to not be a bear flag, then we would just be in an equilibrium, and that indeed is what has played out. And I just want to point out here, I've also talked about the TCG bear cross. Had you played this TCG bear cross, the downside was 126 points on the NASDAQ to the low. Then you get in for the bounce and then play it to the downside again. So NASDAQ has not broken bear on the 4 hour. I would expect that it'd follow suit. However, it has not yet. So NASDAQ support is 7628.75 and 7621.75. We have resistance at 7668.25 and 7693.50. And YM has also not broken bear. But remember, YM, the Dow, Boeing got some really bad news at the end of the day with FAA. So there could be follows through to the downside. And just notice on all of these charts, the bear volume. Look at the elevated bear volume on the 4 hour compared to the preceding candles of the bull volume. That was a clue as to stay bearish. Okay, and on YM, our levels are 26509 would be a 4 hour bear break. Then 26431 would be your next support, your resistance. 26655 and 26703. And as you can see, we had a stop in its tracks at the 1 hour 100 MA and a stop in its tracks on the 200 MA. Over here is support. I encourage you to keep these moving averages on your charts, 50, 100, and 200. And then for EMA, I use 8 and 21 for futures. I find them to be the most sensitive. So again, our canaries, RTY, and then ES followed, and our laggards are NASDAQ and then the Dow. I hope this helps someone tonight. If you need anything, tag me. I'll be in the room, and happy trading.